Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares, back to do another edition of Wild Eye Wednesday. But before I get started, I wanted to take the time to thank Wild Eye for sending me this copy to review for you guys. They have an outstanding company which supports young, talented filmmakers, and that's so important in an independent horror today. Now, today I wanted to take a look at She-borg. Now, She-borg is a 2016 film which runs, depending on how you look at it, the IMDb says it runs 90 minutes. It also says that on the back of the DVD, but it actually runs 87 minutes. Now, this is written, directed, and produced by Daniel Armstrong. Now, some of the things he's responsible for are Tarnation, Fight Like a Girl, Murder Drone, and Metal Murder 3D. Now, I did some digging because I was so impressed with this film on how to get Tarnation, because Tarnation is listed as a horror comedy. And it doesn't seem like anyone's picked it up yet. I think you can get it from either Korea or Japan, if I'm not mistaken. But I kind of wanted to wait until it was released over here. But I will say, Daniel Armstrong, if you are watching this channel, you have mad skills and you are very talented, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what you have coming out in the future, because I absolutely love She-borg. Thought it was outstanding. Now, She-borg starts Whitney Duff as Dylan and Daisy Masterman as Eddie. And yes, they are girls, just with boys' names. It also stars Emma Louise Wilson as She-borg. Now, a brief synopsis on the film. This film is absolutely crazy, but it's crazy and really, really fun. Now, in the beginning, we find ourselves introduced to Dylan and Eddie. Now, Dylan is a kind of a juvenile delinquent. She spray paints cars and walls, and just has a pretty much I don't care attitude. Now, Eddie is her best friend, and it doesn't really go into explanation, but it seems like they've been best friends for a long time. They're also roommates, and while Eddie is much more soft and petite, she kind of goes along with whatever Dylan wants to do, just because Dylan has a very strong personality. Now, fast forward, they actually get put in jail. Fast forward to outer space, where we find She-borg, which is on the cover. She is some kind of a slave on this huge spaceship. She actually breaks free, kills a couple of the authorities, I guess. They don't really get into that. And she puts down the leader and escapes in an escape pod. Now the leader comes to, gets in the other escape pod, and they both land on Earth. They fight. She-borg, of course, wins the fight. And you kind of find out that we are their food. They kind of feed on us. And they land close to a puppy mill. So I guess the animals are their food too. Now, I don't condone animal violence, and that really turns me off in a movie, but not to worry, because this is handled very tongue-in-cheek. Basically, you have stuffed animals, and I'm not sure if they did it because of the budget. I don't think they did. I want to think that they didn't. I kind of think they did it that way so that they didn't want to offend anybody, but that's just my take on it. So, Dylan and Eddie get out of jail. Dylan's father is the mayor. He gets them released, and she, of course, is a huge disappointment to her father. And they decide to go with one of the guys that they met in jail to release the puppies from the puppy mill. And they meet the cyborgs, or the She-borgs, and find out that, of course, we are their food and so are the animals. And they also turn some of us into cyborgs to build an army to take over the world. That's kind of it in a nutshell. This film is crazy. It's gory. It's fun. Um, it's basically a horror comedy, sci-fi, action, martial arts, just really, really fun time. This is actually one of my very favorite that Wild Eye sent me. The last few that I've reviewed, Cold Ground and Bone Hill Road, I thought were outstanding, and I can't wait to see what they do in the future. So definitely pick this one up. I'm going to give this one an 8. This is quickly going to become my favorite Wild Eye film, and I do appreciate them sending it to me to review for you guys. So definitely check them out. I will leave their YouTube channel and their website in the description box below. And if you like what you see in here, hit that like button and subscribe. And until next time, peace.